Hi, my name is Amanda Powell. I'm a volunteer support specialist at the Girl Scouts of the Green and White Mountains. We are up here in New Hampshire and Vermont. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about how to talk to the girls in your troop about COVID-19. We know you're getting a lot of advice around those wonderful specifics like the hand washing and the social distancing. Just wanted to take a minute to talk to you about how to broach these kind of conversations that can be very delicate to approach. If you're staying connected with your girls online, talking to them by phone, or just kind of checking in periodically, you might find that they have some questions for you, or you might hear some worry from the parents in your troop. In these times of uncertainty, we do tend to turn to our leaders, which includes all of our wonderful Girl Scout volunteers. Just wanted to help put some tools in your toolbox. There is a great article on girlscouts.org, which is a Raising Healthy Kids blog that we're going to put over into the comment section for you, so you can take a peek at that. It has a list of really great do's and don'ts on there that will kind of help to make it accessible and give some tips about working through those specifics with your girls. One of the most important things that you want to keep in mind is that you want to let your girls know that what they're feeling is okay. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be confused. The important thing is that they should talk or write to someone they feel comfortable with to share what they're feeling. If they have any questions for you, you can answer them to the best of your ability. You want to be confident, be reassuring, most of all, be honest. It's okay if you don't know the answer to their questions. You can either take a few minutes to try to figure it out together, or just let them know that you'll get back to them a little bit later once you've had time to do some research. I would suggest looking up the information that you need from the CDC or the World Health Organization, because that will let you figure out kind of the best, quickest, most up-to-date information. You want to make sure to share this in an age-appropriate way. For example, daisies will probably understand better if you start the conversation by talking about it in terms of the flu. You can let them know that it's a little more serious than the flu, but if they think about, how someone gets the flu, or if they have the flu at some point in their life, that will help them out with understanding. For older girls, you can talk more about what a virus is and how this is different from other viruses. I do see my coworker has logged on. I want to say hello to her. And if you could pop into the comment section that Raising Healthy Kids blog link with the do's and don'ts, that would be fabulous. One of the things to keep in mind when you're talking to your girls is that a lot of communication is nonverbal. So you want to take a minute to center yourself before you approach a conversation. Take a deep breath. You know your girls and you know how to be a leader. This is just taking it in a new direction. If you're really not sure what to say, you can try asking some mirroring questions. So if your girl is telling you that she's frustrated, ask her what she feels like when she feels frustrated. If she's having a hard time finding the words, you can say something like, does your mind feel really busy? Do you feel like your face gets hot? Kind of work through what she's feeling when she feels frustrated, and then you can help her go through point by point to figure out what to do when she feels frustrated. That's a really great concrete way you can get things started and get some action plans in place to kind of help them deal with what they're feeling right now. Once you've answered their questions, you're going to want to make sure you can end this conversation on a positive note. As Girl Scouts and Girl Scout volunteers, we all love to take action, make a difference. You can talk to them about what they can do now with what they feel. They might want to think about making some digital cards for family members that are far away. They can advertise for food donations for a local pantry on a private Facebook page. They could plan a study group with their fellow Girl Scouts. They could talk about what they're working on in school that day. They can plan a book to read together. Just any way they can get connected and focus on some positive things will be really helpful for them. You may find specifically that they're worried about their family members or friends or loved ones, especially if they know someone that's over 65 or has a medical condition, because we're all hearing lots of the language around that right now. Just do your best to be reassuring. focus on talking to them about how these precautions we're taking are to help protect the people that we all care about. Encourage them to talk to somebody at home about their worries. You can ask them who they want to talk to, and just make sure you let them know you're going to give that person a heads up, because that way the person can kind of prepare themselves a little bit to start addressing these questions with them. Most importantly, you can just reassure them that we're all in this together. You know, everyone's kind of experiencing this all at the same time. We're all learning and growing as we go through this. So making sure they know that everyone else is feeling the same way can go a long way for them. Finally, I'm going to have another link over in the comment section for you. This first one is called Leading Difficult Conversations with Confidence. This was put out by GSUSA a few years ago, and it has some really good concrete tips about how to manage this kind of conversation when someone's emotions might be a little bit higher. It's a really quick read, and it's a great thing to have in your back pocket. We are also going to link you to the Girl Scouts of the Green and White Mountains COVID-19 information page that has some more detail in there specifically about how you can cross-reference this with Girl Scouting, like other troop meeting options that you may have, and just some really specific information about Girl Scouts in regards to this. I would love to take a couple minutes now just to check in and see if anyone has any questions, or if they've already kind of broached this with the girls in their troop, and if they have any tips they'd like to share. Totally get if this hasn't come up yet, but I just wanted to give the opportunity if anybody had any questions. And you can see over there that we've started to put in our links for you to go through and reference. Excellent. Thank you for linking those. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone joining me, or anyone that feels like watching this later when it's up and recorded. You know, there's a lot going on right now, and I appreciate you taking the time to kind of sit down and center and think about your girls and think about what questions they might have for you. And if you have any questions or feel like you need support, we are here. You can call in through customer care the way that you always do at 888-474-9686, or you can reach out to our customer care email, and we'll be happy to have a conversation with you and help you do some brainstorming. So I don't want to keep everybody too long. I just want to make sure we have one last opportunity if anyone has any questions or anything they want to talk about. Hello. It's definitely been interesting to talk to people and learn about what they're doing and everything they're trying. I've seen some really fantastic examples of online troop meetings and ways to stay connected online. We have a ton of programs that we've got on our website now. It ranges from specific grade level troop meetings that are running on a weekly basis to programs that are running for a few weeks, which anybody can tap into. If they want to give some stuff for their girls to do to work on some Girl Scout activities. Today we have a line dancing lesson coming up with Ginger at 4. It looks like we have quite a few people signed up for that. It looks like it's going to be fun. And we're having another campfire sing-along on Friday, which I think will be really good too. Because while we go through this time, it's also really important to take a few minutes for the fun and to have some enjoyment while we go through this, because that can go a long way too to help alleviate some of the stress and worry that the girls might be feeling. Great, it doesn't look like we have any questions. Carrie, do you have any questions that you want me to go over before we pop out of here? I don't want to keep anybody too long, so we can make it a nice watch for you. It's really nice too, the weather is easing up, because this is a great time to kind of get out into your backyards and take a little stroll, and encourage the girls to do the same, because that can kind of help to break up the day too, especially if they have some worries on their mind. Our camp director Bubbles did an alphabet walk the other day, which could be a great one to go back and view if the girls need some ideas for how to get out of their house. All right, it doesn't look like we have any questions coming in. So thank you once again for joining us and for watching this. I really appreciate it. Reach out to your supports, reach out to your resources. We're all here together in this. And GSUSA is adding new information to their site, so always check back on that too. That's girlscouts.org. Plenty of information out there. So we'll all stay in touch. We'll have some more Noontime Knowledge series coming up for next week. Enjoy what you can when you can, and we'll all support each other through this. And those references that we just said on the girlscouts.org site is under the Raising Incredible Girls page. And there was a great one yesterday on how to help the girls handle disappointment. I just read that this morning, and it was really, really good. It's a good read, especially as things like birthday parties and museums are getting canceled. That's a great one to kind of peek in on for some quick tips. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I hope everybody has a good day. And again, reach out to your resources, reach out to us here if you need something. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you.